Okay, so we had these two types of differential equation, right? I mean, in linear differential equations, we got these two types. Either the equation will be in this form, dy by dx plus py is equals to q, where p and q should be. Can you tell me what's the nature of p and q? What will be p and q here? Anyone? What is p and what is q? Okay, so p and q either be constants, they can either be any constant value, or they can be a function of x. Constants or functions of x, right? While if we talk about dx by dy plus px is equals to q, in this case, p and q will be constants or functions of y, right? So if we have any kind of this, any equation of this kind, dy by dx plus py is equals to q, or dx by dy plus px is equals to q. So we got this solution. The procedure is very simple. First, we will be finding out integration factor. Either the equation is this, it doesn't matter, right? Either the equation is this or this. In both of these cases, we will first find out integrating factor. Now, what is integrating factor? Now, first of all, integrating factor in this case, first case, will be e to the power integration of p dx, right? Okay, so let's not term these as first and second because they both are same actually. The only difference is in this case, y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. Most of the equations will be like this only, right? And some of the equations will be like this. The procedure is same. The only thing is that you have to replace, interchange y and x, right? So in this case, the integrating factor will be e to the power integration of p dx, right? This will be the first step to find out. And then after finding out integrating factor, you can directly give the solution. The solution of this equation will be y into integrating factor, right, is equals to q into integrating factor, the whole differentiation, plus c. This would be the solution. Now, based on this, can you tell me what is the integrating factor for this equation? What will be the integrating factor for this?
E raised to integral p of dy.
Dy, correct. And what will be the solution, Azia?
X into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor dy plus c.
Dy plus c, right. So the only difference is we will change dependent variable with independent variable in second case, right? So I think we have solved 2 or 3 questions based on this, right? Did we?
We did one question, sir.
One. Let's solve some more. Because just a moment. Okay, so let's start with this fifth question. Cos square x, page number 413, guys. This is question number 5. You can write down these procedures. A general procedure for solving out a linear differential equation. Now, as we have discussed all of the equations, right, we must know when we encounter a question, which kind of differential equation it is, right? This is the most important thing. If you know, if you are able to find out the type of differential equation, I'm telling you with 99% confidence interval, you will be able to solve out the question, right? But you must know what kind of differential equation it is, right? So let's solve fifth question. Can I remove this? If somebody is writing, just tell me or raise your hand. Cool. So if we solve question number 5, we got cos square x dy by dx plus y is equals to tan x. Now we know what the procedure is. Very simple. I'm not interested in the procedure. I mean, we will be able to solve the procedure. We don't have any problem in that. But before that, we must know how to identify which kind of differential equation it is. Right. So can you tell me, is it a linear differential equation?
Yes, sir.
Nazia, I don't think so. Right now, it's not a linear differential equation.
We
I
can
mean, it
divide the
is
whole equation by cos square x.
correct. Yes. I mean, it is a linear differential equation, but we haven't studied this form of linear differential equation. We must, first of all, we must make this coefficient of dy by dx 1. Right now, the coefficient of dy by dx is not 1. It is cos square x, right? This is the coefficient of cos dy by dx, cos square x. So first of all, what we must do is, we must change it into the correct form. And to do that, just divide this whole equation by cos square x. If we divide the whole equation by cos square x, the equation won't change. I mean, the basic nature of equation won't change. It will get transformed to the equation we want, right? So if I do this, if I divide the whole equation by cos square x, I'll get dy by dx in the first term. In the second term, I'll get 1 by cos square x into y, right? Because there is no cos square x here. If I divide it by cos square x, I'll get 1 by cos square x into y is equals to tan x divided by cos square x, right? We can also further simplify this part, right? What we can do is, we can write it as sin x divided by, or what we can do is, rather than changing tan x into sin x by cos x, we can also change cos square x. If we take it in numerator, it will get to sec square x, right? So this will become tan x into sec square x. And this also get converted to, the second term also get converted to sec square x into 1, right? Because 1 by cos square x is nothing but sec square x is equals to tan x into sec square x. Let's start with first step. The first step is to change the equation into the form of dy by dx plus p into y is equals to q. So the coefficient of dy by dx must be 1. It wasn't 1 when we encountered the question. When we first faced the question, it wasn't 1, but we made it 1, right? Now, the second thing is, we should find out what is the value of P and what is the value of Q. Fatima, will you tell me what is P here? Just compare it with the original equation. Original equation was dy by dx. This was the general form. Compare the given equation with this and tell me what is the value of P. What is the value of P? Fatima, can you identify? Achha, okay, tell me what is P here? What is P here? How do you define P? No? Yes, correct. So P is sec square x, right? And Sakina, what is the value of Q?
Tan x sec square x.
Tan x sec square x. Now we have to find out the integrating factor. Now the procedure is simple. We just have to remember these two steps. So integrating factor will be e to the power integral of p into dx. Now this becomes e to the power, the value of p is 6 square x. So this becomes integration of 6 square x dx. So what is the value of this? I mean, what is the integration of 6 square x dx? This is a direct formula.
E raised to tan x.
Correct. You've got 10x. So this becomes integrating factor is e to the power 10x, right? Now, I have to find the solution. So the solution is y into integrating factor. This is the first equation. You can write down it as first. Y into integrating factor is equals to q into integrating factor into dx plus c, right? We know the value of q, we know the value of integrating factor. We just have to solve this integration. Now, this is what we have learned already. So we'll have to solve this question after this point. I'm waiting for the answer. Just calculate it and tell me the answer. How would we do this? How would we do this integration? So integrating factor is e to the power 10x. Now the value of q is tan x into 6 square x, right? Into dx. I'm already applying plus c, so you just have to integrate it directly, right? Yeah, I'm interested in the integration of this part. How should we solve this? If somebody has some idea, just share it.
We can put tan x as t.
Correct. And what would happen after that, Sakina?
So we will get y e raised to t.
Y raised to t, correct? No. Okay. So you are just changing tan x t for the integration part. So let's take tan x as t for the integration part only. So it will be y into e to the power tan x is equals to e to the power t into let's solve this part. You can also solve it, I mean, separately. You just have to solve this part. So put this, put tan x as t. If you put tan x as t, you get 6 square x into dx as dt, which is present. Right? Hence, just for the integration of this, I'm talking about integration of this only. E to the power t into, we got 1 tan x, which will become t into dt. This integration changes to this. So this is nothing but y is equals to e to the power tan x is equals to e to the power t into dt plus c. After this point, how can we integrate? Rishan, can you tell me how to integrate this? Integration of e to the power t into t. Okay. Anyone else? Fatima, Naziha, Sakina. How can we integrate e to the power t into t?
So using u and v formula.
Yes, correct. So we can use by parts. Y into e to the power tan x is equals to what will be the first function and what will be the second function? In your terms, what will be u and what will be v?
U is t and V is e raised to t.
The first function, this should be second function. First as it is, that is t as it is, integration of second, which is integration of e to the power t. Now the integration of e to the power t is integrate e to the power t minus, right, integration, differentiation of first, which would be 1, into integration of second, which would be e to the power t dt plus c. So it becomes y into e to the power tan x is equals to t into e to the power t minus e to the power t plus c. Now, if we can substitute the value of t back to the original equation, it becomes y into e to the power tan x is equals to tan x e to the power tan x minus e to the power tan x plus c. Can we solve it further? Can we simplify it further? I mean, this is the answer for now, but can we simplify it further? If we can, what will be the answer?
We can take e to the power tan x common in the right hand side.
Okay.
And we can cancel them in both the left hand side and right hand side.
So what will be the answer, Sakina?
Y is equal to tan x minus 1 plus c. E raised to, yeah, c.
No, not that answer. Okay, so you are correct, but this c doesn't have e to the power tan x, right?
Yes.
So what you can do is you can take this e to the power tan x from left hand side to right hand side. Now this e to the power tan x is in multiplication. So what will you do is if you take this to right hand side, every term will get divided by this e to the power tan x. This becomes y is equals to e to the power tan x removes from here. E to the power 10x, if you divide this whole expression by e to the power 10x, okay, so it looks like this. If you take e to the power 10x from left hand side to right hand side, so it becomes 1 by e to the power 10x, e to the power 10x, sorry, 1 by e to the power 10x is equals to, I mean, tan x into e to the power tan x minus e to the power tan x plus c, right? So it is y is equals to, now e to the power 10x gets divided, I mean, it will divide every term. So this becomes tan x minus 1 plus c into e to the power minus tan x. When e to the power 10x comes in numerator, the power becomes negative. This is the final answer for the given question. So the step is simple, procedure is simple. The only difficult part will be to solving the integration. That is why it is integral calculus, because you have to use integration to solve out a differential equation as well. Sometimes you won't have direct equation. What you will be having is a differential equation, after which you will have to solve for the final solution, and you will get your answer in terms of y index. Did you understand this? Please feel free to ask me your doubts. Okay. If you have already solved this, then try to solve question number 7. So if you're good with integration, you'll be good with the differential equation part. Okay, my first, sorry. Has everybody noted this down? Can I remove this?
Yes, sir.
So for seventh question, we're solving this question. The first question is it a correct form?
No, sir. We should divide the whole equation by x log x.
Correct. Do it and tell me the value of P and Q. Guys, I'm sorry if you're feeling any disturbance from the background because I am at my home today and I'm taking class from my home, so it's a little bit messy. But you can tell me if there's high background noise. If you're not able to listen to me, just tell me. Okay?
So the value of P is 1 by x log x.
Correct.
And Q is 2 by x square.
2 by x square. Good. Very good. This is the correct form of differential equation. And in this case, P is 1 by x log x and Q is 2 by x square. My next question is, tell me what is the integrating factor? Basically, to find out integrating factor, we should know how to integrate 1 by x log x. We have done this. This was a question in your NCERT only.
Integrating factor is e raised to log of log x.
Just a minute. Yeah, I think that is correct. Good. Very good. Can we simplify that? We can actually. To solve this, you have to put log x as t. If you put log x as t, the 1 by x into dx will become dt. So you got log x is t, 1 by x dx is dt. So this is dt by t, which is nothing but e to the power log t. Before putting out the value of t, just solve it. Can you further solve it? You can apply the properties of log. The property was, if you have written a to the power log b base c, it was b to the power log a base c. Basically, you can interchange them. So you can interchange t and e here. This will become t to the power log e and t. So this will happen most of the times. Like a perfect question should be like this, in which this e gets resolved. In most of the questions, you won't get this e, because log e is nothing but 1. So this is t. And you know what t is? T is log x. So your integrating factor in this case is log x. So just remember this property, guys. This is important, because in 70% questions, this will be applying. We will apply this. So in this case, integrating factor is log x. You can directly find out the solution. Solution would be y into integrating factor. So always write this first. Don't write directly the answer, because you'll also need to fill pages, right? They won't give you answer if you write it directly. They won't give you full marks. So y into integrating factor is equals to q into integrating factor into dx plus c. This will become y into integrating factor is log x is equals to q is your 2 by x square, and this integrating factor is log x into dx. Now, this is not an easy, not a direct integration. Just like the way you have solved question number 5th, you'll also have to apply not just formally, but also some transformation to get this. So let's try it. If you have any idea, please share it with me. I'll be able to tell you if you're going right or not. Anji, how do we solve this? Tell me. Nazia, Sakina, how are you guys solving this?
Sir, I'm using subpath, sir.
Okay. And what is the first function in that case?
Log x.
Okay. And what is the second function?
X raised to -2 is v.
Okay. Cool. Correct. That way we can, we can also apply it directly. by parts. Hi, Zed. Wow. It's okay, but why are you so late? Tell me.
Missed the notification.
Okay. Arey, by the way, guys, Happy New Year. I totally forgot, man. Everybody, Happy New Year. I hope this year brings some new prospects and better prospects for you guys because you are in 12th. So everybody will be looking out for the opportunities after 12th. I hope you get good one. So is there a resolution for New Year resolution? Yeah, you can write in chats as well. From my side, the only advice is just find out what you want to do. And there's nothing wrong and nothing right and nothing bad, good or nothing bad, but just a perspective. So try to put your efforts into what you love and what you actually, what does actually interest you. That way you'll be able to succeed quickly and not just quickly, and will be able to succeed as well. It doesn't matter how late or how quick it is. The only thing which matters is, are you happy or not? So do whatever interests you and don't take much stress. Yeah, so you can apply by part after this. In which case, this will be the first function and this will be the second function. So the first function is as it is. This is, just take 2 common. So 2 is outside. This is log x into x to the power minus 2. If you integrate x to the power minus 2, this will become x to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1 minus integration of differentiation of log x, which is 1 by x, into integration of x to the power minus 2, which is again x to the power minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus c into dx. So this becomes y into log x is equals to twice of, this is minus log x by x, right? This is minus 1. This is x to the power minus 1, which becomes 1 by x. So this is minus log x by x minus, sorry, this is also minus 1, this minus, this becomes positive, and this is x to the power minus 2. Now x to the power minus 2 is x to the power minus 1 by 1, minus 1, plus c. So this is y. You can take log x into that side. So, or you can let it be as it is. This is minus 2 log x by x minus 2 by x plus c. We can take x into that side as well. But this is the answer. Guys, are you getting this linear differential equation?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have we solved question number 8? I think we have discussed this. I don't know. I mean, it seems like we have discussed this question. 1 plus x square into dy plus 2xy into dx is equals to cot x into dx. Did we solve this question before?
No, sir, we didn't.
Okay. Let's solve question number 8. You guys have to solve this now. Just try it. Don't worry. I'm not expecting like you'll give me the correct answer. I'm just expecting that you will try it. I can assure you one thing, guys. In maths, there's no one is perfect. I mean, if you say I am perfect, no man, nobody is perfect. Nobody knows all the questions. But it's just that how much efforts did we put in? Or the number of questions you'll be able to solve depends on the efforts you have put in the chapter, depends on the practice, depends on the questions you have already solved, depends on depends on the basics of the questions you have solved. So NCERT gives you that basic solution, basic questions, which can really boost your confidence and which can make you understand how to solve these type of questions. So just go through questions one by one, and it is perfectly okay if you're not able to solve a lot of questions. The only thing which matters is how much efforts did you put. Like, have you tried to solve every question? That is what matters. At least in my class, if you are trying, I am very sure that you'll be able to solve this as well. And you'll be able to solve. It doesn't matter how quickly. It can take time, but that is not the point. The point is whether we are able to solve it or not. Has anyone got the answer? Okay, let's start. What's the value of P? This is definitely not a correct form right now.
P is equal to 2x by 1 plus x square.
Correct. So first of all, we must divide this whole equation by dx as well as 1 plus x square. Divide by 1 plus x square into dx. If we do that, we'll get this is dy by dx plus this is 2x divided by 1 plus x square into y is equals to this is cot x divided by 1 plus x square. You can check that. Now P is 2x by 1 plus x square and Q is cot x by 1 plus x square. We have to find out the integrating factor first. Integrating factor is e to the power p dx. Now you know the integration of p dx. I mean, in this case, this is very direct. What is the value of integrating factor?
1 plus x square.
1 plus x square, very good. For those who are not able to calculate it, we can put this 1 plus x square as t. If you put this 1 plus x square as t, you get 2x dx as dt. So this is nothing but e to the power. This is nothing but e to the power integration of dt by t, which is e to the power log t, which is c. Again, the same rule applies here. So that's what I was telling you, that in most of the cases, we'll get the answer in log so that this e removes. So this is nothing but t, which is 1 plus x square. So now we know the integrating factor. Now to solve the second part of the question, we need to write out the solution. Now the solution can be given as y into integrating factor is equals to integration of q into integrating factor into dx plus c, which is y into 1 plus x square is equals to q is cot x by 1 plus x square, and your integrating factor is 1 plus x square into dx plus c. 1 plus x square cancels 1 plus x square. So you're left with integration of cot x dx. What's the integration of cot x?
Log sin x.
Log sin x. Correct. So this is y into 1 plus x square is equals to log sin x plus c. That is the final answer. Obviously, you can divide this whole expression by 1 plus x square as well. But if you leave it here, that is also correct. Okay. Solve 9th and 10th. 9th, 10th, 11th. You have to solve all of them. These three are good questions. Also, these three will be the last three questions which we'll be solving. After that, I'll ask you some questions. You need not to solve any question. I will ask you the form of differential equation from miscellaneous. But first, solve these three questions. So what is the value of P in ninth? What is the value of P and Q for ninth question?
So it's coming as 1 by x plus cot x.
1 by x cot x.
Yes,
No.
1 by x plus cot x.
Yeah, 1 by x plus cot x. That is correct. Now, what's the value of Q?
So 1.
1. Correct. Good. Then tell me the integrating factor and solution as well. Can I remove this if everybody has solved it or written it? If not, just raise your hand. Fatima, did you understand this form of linear differential equation? Feel free to tell me, bache. Don't worry. Okay. Correct. Good, Zed. Very good. Okay, so for ninth, first of all, ninth is not, again, the only variety which exists is either they will not give you the direct equation, so you'll have to change the equation, or the equation is not in the form of dy by dx, it can be in the form of dx by dy. There are only two varieties present here. In the first case, you will have to first arrange the equation to make it to the correct form, which is the case in all the questions which we are solving. Either it is 7th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 10th. In every question, we have to rearrange, right? So in 9th, what I can do is, I'll first x dy by dx. Now check second and fourth, both term contain y. So you have to take y common. From second and fourth term, if you take y common, you are left with 1 here plus x cot x. And take this minus x to the right hand side, which becomes plus x. So the correct form of equation is dy by dx plus, if you divide the whole equation by x, this becomes 1 by x plus cot x. If you divide this by x, 1 by x plus cot x into y is equals to 1. So P is 1 by x plus cot x and Q is 1. As that told me, the integrating factor is x sin x, which is correct. Now the integration of 1 by x is log x, while the integration of cot x is log sin x. This is log a plus log b, which becomes log of ab. So x sin x and e can be replaced. So integrating factor is x sin x. Now let's talk about the solution part. Solution is y into integrating factor is equals to q into integrating factor into dx plus c. So this is y into x sine x. Q is 1. X sine x dx plus c. There are two functions involved. Take one, apply by parts, and you'll be able to solve it. So this is xy sine x is equals to, this is first function and this is second function. So first as it is, integration of second, which is minus cos x. Right? Minus differentiation of first, which is 1, integration of second, which is minus cos x. So this becomes plus integration of cos x dx plus c, which is x into y sine x is equals to minus x cos x plus sine x plus c. You can also divide the whole expression by x sine x. So this becomes y is equals to minus, if you divide this by x sine x, this becomes minus cot x plus 1 by x plus c by x cosec x. This is the final answer. I'm interested in question number 10. This is a tricky question. Yes, how to solve question number 10. Okay, so my suggestion is first take x plus y into the right hand side. If you take x plus y into the right hand side, it becomes dy by dx is equals to 1 upon x plus y, which is clearly not a differential, not a linear differential equation. Either you can check it like this, or C, you have a term which contains y into dy by dx. If you multiply x plus y into dy by dx, one term will be y into dy by dx. And you can check, I have explained the definition of linear differential equation. A linear differential equation does not contain dy by dx and the product of y. Does not contain any term which has product of y into its derivative. Can I remove this? Is somebody writing? Just raise your hand. Okay. 10th question is very interesting because this is clearly not a linear differential equation. Why? Because there is a term which contains y into dy by dx, which is against the rule of linear differential equation. So my question is, how can we convert into linear differential equation? Obviously, the question is given in this exercise, so it has to be linear differential equation, but this is not. Whatever is written, this is not a differential equation, linear differential equation. Yeah, Zed.
So as you said, like first we have to take x plus y to the right hand side, then it will become like dx by dy equal to x plus y. Now we can like inverse it, like dx by dy equal to x.
No. Are you saying this?
Yes.
So this is not a linear differential equation right now. What we can do?
Like we can do like we can make it dx by dy equal to x plus y.
Yeah, we can take the reciprocal, correct. So rather than taking x plus y into the right hand side, we can take dy by dx into the right hand side, no?
Yes.
So it becomes x plus y is equals to dx by dy. Right? That is what you're saying. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is this a linear differential equation?
No.
No.
Not yet, yeah.
Okay. Why? Why is this not a linear differential equation? Okay, we have two, three conditions. First condition is dx by, the power of derivative must not be greater than 1. So is the condition satisfying?
No.
No, yeah, no. The condition is satisfied in this case.
Yeah.
The power of derivative is only 1. Right? So the first condition is satisfied. That the power of derivative or the power of dependent variable. Now, if you change this to dx by dy, your dependent variable is x now. And independent variable is y. So the power of x must not exceed 1, which is again satisfied. And there should be no term which contains the product of x with its derivative, which is again satisfied. So all the three conditions are satisfied in this case. Hence, this is a linear differential equation. Not the form, this is not in the form, not in the standard form, but yes, this is a linear differential equation. You can take x to the right hand side. This becomes minus x is equals to 1. Now, this is a linear differential equation. Zed, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay. What is the value of p and what is the value of q?
So p is coming as -1 and q is y.
Correct. What will be integrating factor?
So if we put -1, so it will become minus y, e to the power minus y.
Correct. The integrating factor will be e to the power integration of p into dy. In this case, because the differential equation is dx by dy, right? So the integrating factor will become e into e to the power integration of p dy, which will be -1 into dy, which is nothing but e to the power minus y. Now, how can we write the solution? Anyone can
X
tell me?
into integrating factor
Which is?
e raised to minus y
Okay.
is equal to integral of q into integrating factor dy.
Correct. So everything where we used x will be changed to y, and everything where we use y will get changed to x. So this will be q is y, yes, into e to the power minus y into dy plus c. And how do we integrate this part?
By parts.
By parts. Which is the first function and which is second function?
First is y, second is e to the power minus y.
Correct. So this will be x into e to the power minus y. Y is as it is. Integration of second function. What is the integration of e to the power minus y? Okay, tell me this.
To the power minus 1 by minus 1.
E to the power, sorry. I didn't get you. E to the power?
Minus y by minus 1.
Correct. Minus differentiation of first, which is 1. Integration of e to the power minus y, which is e to the power minus y divided by minus 1 into dy plus c. So this is x into e to the power minus y e to the power minus y. This is plus, then again, e to the power minus y divided by minus 1 plus c. I'm writing the answer directly now. Okay. Note it down. Please feel free to ask me your doubts. Do not hesitate. You need not to solve question number 11. I mean, the whole question. I just want to know what is this form? What form can we make this question number 11? Is it dy by dx or dx by dy? Or rather, I just want to know what is the value of p and q.
So is P 1 by X?
No.
My bad. 1 by Y.
1 by y, correct? Yeah.
And Q is coming as Y.
Correct. Good. So this is again the form of dx by dy, not dy by dx. Can I remove this? You can just raise your hand if somebody hasn't written. So this question number 11th is again this cannot be of the form of dy by dx plus py is equals to q. Why? Because power of y is 2. See, if power of y is 2, then this cannot be this linear differential equation in y. No, it has to be linear differential equation in x. So that is why we will divide this whole equation by dy and y. So this becomes dx by dy plus this dy gets cancelled out if you divide the whole equation by divide by y dy. So this is dx by dy, right? Plus this dy gets cancelled out. This is 1 by y into x minus y is equals to 0. You can change it to this. Hence P is 1 by y and Q is y. Now you can further solve it. I'm not interested in the procedure wala part because we know that part already. So the varieties are like you won't be given the equation directly. You have to first arrange it and make it to the required differential equation form. Right. Now let's come to the miscellaneous exercise, page number 419. I do not want you to solve every question. I just want to know what kind of differential equation it is. How would you solve it? Okay. I'm only interested in you understanding the form of differential equation. If you can correctly identify the form of differential equation, I'm 100% sure you'll be able to solve it. Maybe not at the first attempt, but you'll be able to solve it. So right now, the focus is to understand what kind of differential equation it is. So let's start with question number 6, page number 420. Yeah. Page number 420, question number 6. What kind of a differential equation is given in the question? Is it variable separable? Is it homogeneous? Or is it linear differential equation?
So
Anybody
homogeneous.
can answer. Okay. Why homogeneous, Nazia?
Because dy by dx can be written as negative root of 1 minus y square divided by root of 1 minus x square.
Correct.
And we can take dy and dx to the other sides.
I mean, is it
1 by
homogeneous? Yeah, correct. Just tell me. Whatever you are telling me. You are telling me correct. Yeah.
dy by root of 1 minus y square is equal to dx by root of 1 minus x square.
Okay. Nazia, where do you live?
I am in UAE, sir.
UAE. Okay. So I don't know about UAE, but in India, it's called variable separable. You know the method. You are correct. But this is not homogeneous, bache. This is variable separable. No? Because we can separate y with dy and x with dx.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a variable separable form. You told me the correct procedure. Okay. So let's start with 7. What kind of differential equation it is? मुझको लग रहा है यूएई में कुछ और पढ़ा रहे हैं. अरे I'm just joking. Nazia and Sakina don't understand Hindi, right?
I do a little, sir.
Okay. And what about Sakina?
Yes, sir. Little.
Little bit. You guys are from Kerala, right?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay.
So is it again variable separable?
Oh yeah, definitely variable separable because we can directly, we can take all the y with dy and we can take all the x with dx. Okay. What about 8th? Easy one. Just
Yes, sir. We can separate. Yeah, it's variable separable.
variable separable because you can take sin x dx upon cos x one side, and on another side you will have sin y dy upon cos y with a negative sign. So you can separate all the y with dy and separate all the x with dx. So 8th is again variable separable. You can also write these things. I mean, while you will solve, you will get the hint. Okay, what about 9, guys? What about 9? You may have to use your pen. I mean, just to check whether you can rearrange it or not. But you can. The first thing you should check is whether you can take all the y with dy and can take all the x with dx or not.
Yes, sir. It's coming dy by 1 plus y to the power whole square.
Correct. So what form is this?
So again, variables.
Good. 10th. This is a direct one. 10th. I told you this one. Can you spot something here?
So I'm little confused. It may be homogeneous.
And why do you think so?
It's coming like x to the power y, like x by y. And
Because of x by y. Correct. No. Because of x by y. I am very sure whenever I'll see x by y or y by x directly in the question, that has to be homogeneous there.
oops.
So in 10th, I can directly spot x by y, e to the power x by y, e to the power x by y. It has to be homogeneous. You can check this. You'll have to solve it and then check it. It has to be homogeneous. It will be homogeneous. You can check it. But as soon as you spot x by y or y by x, you can directly move on to homogeneous differential equation. Just think about homogeneous, nothing else. Okay. 11th one is a good one. Solve it. I mean, solve this for yourself. After that, 13th. Yeah, guys, 13th. Which form it is? 13th. Eleventh and 12th are the good, two good questions. Try to solve them.
So 13th is linear differential equation.
Good. What is the value of P?
So P is coming as y cot x. So I think cot x.
Cot x. And what is the value of Q?
Q is 4x cosec x.
Cosec x. Nazia, will you tell me about 12th? What is the form? What is this question number 12th? What form is question number 12th?
Sir, linear.
Linear, correct. What is the value of P? If it is linear, what is the value of P?
The value of P is 1 by root x, sorry.
Yes. And what is the value of Q?
It's e raised to minus 2 root x by root x.
Good. You guys are good to go now. You can solve, I mean, all the questions. Take care and complete this whole exercise, complete this whole chapter. And please come with your doubts in the next class, if any. And also, we have 3 chapters. Did anyone else take your class for maths? No, you didn't take class from any other teacher. I mean, in Learnivio only. I think we had some extra classes for maths when I wasn't available. So did you take any other teacher's class? If yes, then I just want to know what are the topics that you were studying in that class. And if no, then just tell me that we didn't take any class.
No, sir.
Okay. There was no extra class for maths, right? For anyone, Fatima, Nazia, Sakina, or Zaid.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, in that case, we have 3 chapters, vectors, 3D, and probability. If we start vector, then we will finish vector in 3D first. And I mean, vector and 3D will go together. So in the next class, we'll have to start a new chapter. Just think about that. We'll do a voting first, whatever you want to do. So you'll have 2 options, either vector or probability. Think about it and we'll start the new chapter in the next class. Okay. And come with your doubts as well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.